Hey guys, we are currently playing WuChang Fallen Feather, and we're gonna go over the reviews on Steam in a little bit after we play the game. But for some reason, it went from good to mostly negative to a 1.5 patch for censorship, and there's a whole thing going on. So right now it's sitting at a mixed review on Steam. Let's find out. Let's check how the setting is. What's my settings like? Over there. I want my language to be text in English, voice in Chinese, of course. So we're gonna figure out why WuChang is not doing a good job, not doing well. But for the moment, let's reset my camera to be down here. Set that over here. Alright, for that, we'll arrange the screen as we go. But I'm excited to figure out why is WuChang not having a good time. For some reason, WuChang is getting mixed reviews. People say it's great. People say it's a shadow of its former self. People are saying a lot of things that I don't understand. But allegedly, Chinese government allegedly has made changes to the game where instead of your enemies dying, they become extremely exhausted and will never fight against you again. They've learned their lesson because apparently in-game death is... For some reason they think that the death in-game is going to affect the way it tampers Chinese history for some reason, and that's not a good thing. Okay, there goes the feathering. So we have a lady. Her arm turned into feathers for a second, and we don't know why. I mean, I still see a bit of cleavage. There's a lot less cleavage, but there is still cleavage. And I'm pretty excited for that. But apparently there's a lot of censorship in terms of, like, they want to show less skin than they had previously. Red Mercury Sprout, I don't know what that's for. Okay. So far the game controls pretty okay so far. So far so good. So holding X will be me sprinting. I mean, she's still pretty attractive regardless. It's just like people want more skin and they're not getting what they want, but that's okay. But who's this creature? Ooh, we have that skin for a shadow that they're not aware of. Okay, who's the girl in like the robe then? That's a question. Alright, so this is how we get our first weapon in like a fugue state, in a random dream. Directed by Jia Xian. Okay, now we're into the... That's all we get? Okay. We're into the open world now. Cloudfrost's Edge. I mean, people were upset for less booba. Let's see. Cloud Edge. Weapon forged by legendary something. So let's see. I had to figure it out because people were upset about a few things. Like, her clothing is one of the reasons people were upset. I don't know why people were upset, but sure. Light heavy dash attack. Okay, yeah, there's input. There's a bit of input lag. Guess I'm gonna go this way. Oh, I'm in Japanese. Nope. I'm trying to get into settings, game settings. I want Chinese. It's not okay. Cool. We'll keep Japanese then for now. Flying daggers. That does what? You got one-handed, axe, spear, dual blades, long sword, great sword. Deal stabbing damage when thrown at an enemy. This is return to your location where you last entered the dream, while also empowering you. Let's see, so far so good. Switch spells. Oh, there's actually bars right there. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Oh, there it is. I thought I missed it, but a steamed bunny bun. How do I check my inventory? Oh, I guess I figured it out. Let's see. Over time. Okay. One step and the almighty box breaks and pots. So, I've... Is there no blocking? I guess we get no blocking. There's not a control for just blocks, right? Yeah, there's no blocking. Okay. What's wrong with the game? Okay. We got medicine residue. Medicine residue. That does what? Continues to restore health over time. Causes corruption buildup. That's not good. What's going on here?
Oh, 目が覚めたか。
How does that make sense?
あなたは
Anatawa. That was supposed to be Chinese, by the way.
なぜここに。
数日前、谷に倒れている侠客殿を見つけたのだ。浮か病だったゆえ、仏の洞窟で療養させた。
浮か病。
そうか、何も知らぬのか。半年前、仏現鎮にあやかしが現れた。そして民が獅子に羽が生える奇病を患った。この病は治せぬ。これは汝と共に見つけた白書だ。持っていけ。
Okay.
疑問があるなら遠慮せずに聞くといい。
Who are you? Sure.
神道の道号は玄陽氏。
My Taoist
仏
name
現
is.
鎮で浮か
Okay.
病が広まっていると聞き、その病を治しに参った次第。しかし、我にできることは何もなかった。疑問があるなら遠慮せずに聞く。
Let's hold on. Want to change the language. Okay, see my progress. So let's change the language because I want a Chinese language in a Chinese game. But again, why is there like why is there negative reviews? It doesn't explain. Maybe there's like a form somewhere explaining particular reasons. Oh hey, WuChang. That might be Chinese. Alright, let's go, WuChang. Who's this peeping Tom? Camera and compass. Pan the camera, move around. Bone whistle. Got water. Gotta make sure I'm hydrated and lubricate my throat of mine. Okay, cool.
« 侠士若还有什么疑惑，尽管问吧。普元寺镇上染病了还能动弹的，都在这里了。早些时候本是佛家用地，这里的方丈出逃后，我便拿来做一个容身之所。多亏了那些官爷，这才勉强能守住这方清净地。侠士若还有什么疑惑，尽管问吧。
What are these feathers on my arm?
这是月花病的早期症状。感染之人会逐渐失去记忆，若是放任感染加深，迟早也会丧失作为人的神智。在这个过程中，会从肢体上的感染部位开始扩散，长出羽毛，继而关节错位，最终 沦为妖物，因此感染之人大多痛不欲生。但看你模样，似乎只是失忆。 也是万幸啊。
Far gentler fate。
侠士应该是不记得了。那随身帛书提到
I had a
你
companion。
还有一位同伴。不过，从我救下你的时候来看，应该是遭袭击而失散。
WuChang is merciless。
那陆洪流凶猛异常，你的同伴只怕……如今侠士羽化病发，必生蓝雨。若是贸然出去，被外面的人见着，只怕
Just like earlier。
会被当作妖
I
物
got
除
struck down
掉。
earlier。
目前留在寺中静养，有官兵看护，也还算得安全。
Well, I'm not gonna listen to that, but let's check out the item he's brought up. A letter written in silk as though penned by a long lost friend. I received your letter and will head to worship Rise without delay. But I'm gonna explore anyways. Let's see. There's a compass in my lower.
你是外头来的呀？我叫乔林，是佛缘镇的。莫看我那副残废样子，曾经和我兄弟也是镇上响当当的侠客。如今我的身子废旧了，还托你的帮我找药。
Okay, so you're not having a good time then. That's too bad.
真的是没得脸皮见人了。啊，你要去镇上，可以帮我把那个交给镇上的神
Oh,
婆
you're
们。
feathering too then.
他
Okay.
手上有个镯子，戴了好多年，人看起来神神叨叨的，你看到他就晓得了。不晓得他还在不在镇子上？你去看哈嘛，我那副残废身子哪儿都去不了了。你要是找到他，莫告诉他我在普元寺，跟他说我去外面出人头地了。等我
Okay, okay.
混出个名堂，就会回来。
Alright, so he's about to die, but he wants us to give her the Peachwood amulet. Got it. I'm gonna grab some special pills. They're not your medicines, right? I'm sure I'm allowed to take it. Okay. Let's see. We got a musician here. Hello.
“你醒了，看来伤势恢复得不错。我听老道长提过，你是被镇上的妖物陆洪流所伤。如今看来，身体倒无大碍，只是你的手臂仍有羽化的迹象。这羽化病十分凶险，连老道长都没有找到根治之法。姑娘有武力傍身，不如去蜀王祠看看，说不定能找到抑制羽化的药物。”
Alright, alright. Okay, you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. Prince Su's forces clash head-on with Mark troops, battle ends in the crushing defeat. Yet in retreat, they torment the people, burning and torturing wantonly in search of for food. The foodless burned alive. Those with grain spared. Their cruelty knows no bounds. That is not a good story. Low Gecko.
这普元寺只有抬出去的
Carried out a
人，少有你这样还能走出去的。玄阳子道长虽说嘴巴上不饶人， 但每日都会为老夫治疗眼疾。有些佛缘镇的人逃到普元寺来，待不了多久就急吼吼的跑了。哎，哪晓得外头险恶呀！
Who are you, Cyclops?
老夫叫陶青，
陶青
我是个逃难的，为了糊口做些小生意。不知姑娘有什么好物能拿给老夫长长眼的？
This vase.
触手温润，闻之有异香。这可是件不可多得的宝物啊。不过，这东西一般人用不得，老夫不会贪图你的东西。
What kind of business you
这
got?
里可不太适合做生意呀。老夫打算前往蜀王祠，听说那
Yeah,
边
this is
有
happening
明
during
君
the
把
Ming
守，
Dynasty, so
倒
we'll
比
see
普元寺
how
安全
good or
些。
bad this comes about.
不过话说在前头，老夫虽能给姑娘提供些便利，但想要珍稀之物
A little，
还得劳烦
favor
你帮我个忙。老夫的家传古画山水图被丹青院的贼人夺了去
A，landscape
姑
painting.
娘要能替我拿回来，老夫自然奉上好物。
What is this annulum
从
place?
佛元镇戏台的侧门往下走，再
Side
穿过一座
entrance.
长桥，便是丹青院了。若姑娘寻回山水图，请来蜀王祠找我，老夫必有重谢。
Okay. Do you have anything
从
you
佛
can find
元
now?
镇，若姑娘寻回山，
Nope. So I'm gonna be on my own. Oh, so squares to dodge. Oh, great. Well, that happened. What does triangle do then? Triangle would probably be a different item, maybe. A spell. I don't get spells. Alright, it's time to let the boys out.
枪罪防后，援军枪后。
Is there a kid somewhere?
“姑娘，你应该也是染了病的人噻。自从佛元镇爆发了羽化病，好多人都遭感染了。他们最开始只是手臂长出羽毛，很快就失去了神智，到最后几乎变成了吃人的妖物。我还算命大的，被玄阳子道长救回了普元寺，全靠道长的药吊到一口气。
Don't
就是不
speak
晓得
like that. That's anxious.
还
That
能活
puts
几
you
天。
in a huge butt of
你的
anxiety.
症状比我轻，还是先在那儿待着好好养病嘛。外头乱得很，尤其是佛元镇。
Go, so the first thing we have to do is go to Worship's Rise. That's what I understand. Oh, we got some medicine. Thank you.
梅娃儿，我看老道长前2天把你带回来，你也找了我，果然手臂上长了羽毛啊！老道长是个好人。 就是不晓得啥子时候才能把根治羽化病的药搓出来。我在这儿待了好久，没见过哪个治好的。
That's too bad.
听说蜀王祠的祭司有点办法，要不是路上危险，
What kind of dangers you
我都想
thinking?
去讨条命。 妹儿。
Thank you for the medicine.
你要是想活命，就去苏俄斯看看嘛。
But I heard a kid somewhere. Okay, that does what for me? This is a checkpoint, right? Okay. Having activated a shrine, you can enter the dream, fully restore your health, and advance the story. Most enemies will be brought back to life. Reset the state of the world. Level up, unlock stats and weapon traits. Let's see. Okay, you may access the Imperator's repository. Spend red mercury essence to unlock nodes. Press reset points to reset the entire repository. Each weapon has a way in which to gain Skyborn might. Okay, let's see. Discipline 2 is Blink Kick. First discipline. The weapon skill I have is Dashings. Okay. Only a minuscule amount of red mercury can be extracted. Alright, cool. Okay, I can't use anything yet. My mistake. Let's see. Fix origin pill. What's your name, buddy?
哦，女娃子又来了，看你满脸疑惑。同是轮回客，何必曾相识呢？不说其他，你左手的力量，如果能驾驭，就能所向披靡。
Okay, boatman.
甚至逆转因素。咋个咯？不信？哎，那我就给你找个对手。哎，莫怪我狠心。俗话说，不破梦魇，焉得好梦。
What did you just do? Okay, so I'm gonna be learning some stuff. Okay. Half an hour in, and this is what we're doing right now. Press dodge at the right moment to shimmer and avoid enemies' movements. Let's see. Sis, baby brother. Who's that? Who dat? Oh! We're fighting this person. Okay. This is... Okay. Okay, okay. That looks fun. Okay, that's great. Our first... Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh god, almost dead. Okay. Okay, dear sister, please come back. Okay, what the fuck? That's what the first boss is like. Okay. How is that supposed to teach me anything? Alright. Hold on to this feeling. What do you mean by that? Jeez. Standoff. Perception. What? Where's that boatman? Where's the boatman then? He was just here and he killed me. Okay. There was no one here before and then now we're getting all these guys? Where's the boatman? That throws me off quite a bit. Okay. Oh yeah, my death counters. I have death counters. That's great, right? I already died 2 times. A tutorial boss apparently killed me. I don't understand. Like, my stamina sucks. Okay. Man, like, they hit like a truck. What did I just find? A sea lit branch nourished. A sea lily branch nourished by red mercury. When catalyzed by bow blood, a faint smoke begins to rise from the tip, stirring one's innermost desires and awakening the power of madness. Increase madness when used, and also prevent the loss of madness for a time. I don't understand that bit. They both give me corruption? Isn't that a bad thing? Giant claw marks. Oh, that can't be good. You have 2 weapons now, Halberd X. Let's try this out. Let's reset our potions. Okay, you can refine mercury at the repository. This is my... Oh, I can block with... This skill gives me blocking. What? The fuck? Why does... How can you... Leveling up blocking to 3? Okay, that's how it works. Huh. So increase maximum stacks. Okay, let's see. I can upgrade my thunderous cleave. I can upgrade in some things too. Let's double down in this for now, because this looks like my best chance to increase my damage to survive better. But the tree is, for the moment, like very confusing, because I want to preview some things too. I can't even see what some of these things are. Is this my first spell? I don't even understand what Skyborn Might is, though. And I can't see what the rest of the tree is. And there's strength over here as well. So... Okay, I have 2 pads. There are 2 pads. I gotta rest up and get more juice. Get more goop juice. Because I don't know what more you want me to do. Okay. Nice. I like the wind up. Then I can block too. Wait, what about the other door? Because the boatmen killed me. Or it gave me a preview of what I was supposed to be fighting next. This door, I don't think will be open. Yep. Let's go the other way. But apparently you can play Berserker. Now that I think about it, you can also play Berserker Kazan as a woman too. So that'll be fun. Cause that's also another Souls like. I want to play that game as well. Let's see. Let's go up since that keeps me around the. Are you a kid?
姐姐，你就是道长爷爷救到山洞里的女侠哇？
Yeah, buddy.
你也是来普元寺治病的没？道长爷爷人多好嘞，还做了好多治病的药，救了好多生病的人。姐姐放心，你肯定能好起来的。
Nice talk, buddy. Let me just take care of the area for you so you don't have to worry about a thing. There's pinwheels almost everywhere.
WuChang，这里。
Who are you?
你的手怎么了？我是何有哉啊！你给我写信说是要到佛缘镇找个东西，和白玉有关，你都不记得了？白玉是你的妹妹，我们也是为了她才来到这里的。只是你的手臂……看来那个老船夫没骗我，他说手臂长出羽毛是得了羽化之症，得了此病会逐渐失去记忆。 若是病情加重，可能会变成吃人的妖物。所幸你还能言语，这个你先拿着。那个老船夫也算我们的旧识。我想想，我待会儿就去寻他，看有没有法子治你的病。
I don't trust your friend.
去蜀王祠探了探风，除了门口有个风道之外，还算得上安全。你先去蜀王祠歇着，顺便找找别的线索。
The Shoe Sanctum。
对面的禅院你看到了吧？旁边就是去蜀王祠的路，只是这桥不知为何塌了，估计只能从我身后的路绕过去了。只是你手臂的羽毛被外面的人瞧见，必被当作妖物，你一定要万分小心。若遇见难缠的贼人，切勿硬闯，到时我会顺着踪迹来寻你。哎，对了，
What do you mean don't fight?
这是烛影灯，我前2天在附近捡到的，没想到镇上还能找到这个，看来以前确实挺热闹的。里面的萤火虫不知被什么浸染过，居然能长明不灭，这可是个好东西。我试过了，在漆黑的地方用，可以腾出手来使用兵器，会比火把方便许多。和你走散这些天，镇上来了不少锦衣卫，鬼鬼祟祟的去了唐王行宫。听逃难的人说。 那行宫已经被大西军洗劫过一次，此间定有古怪。等我先寻到船夫，咱们就在唐王行宫碰头。到时，我会用风车留下沿途的记号，你顺着风车就能找到我。
Pinwheels? Didn't I just get killed by a monster who was putting down pinwheels? Like, that is suspect. I'm very suspect. I have no other path to walk, but I'm very suspect. And what do you mean don't fight? Everyone else is trying to kill me, so if I don't fight then they'll kill me. So what do you mean? I'm just defending myself, buddy. I don't know what to tell me. I don't know what to tell you. The blocking The animation for blocking is really slow, so I have to be very careful when I do block. So what's high up then? Dodge and swift strikes. There we go. Jade pendants. Okay. Reduce damage taken while being under a certain HP threshold. That's gonna help a lot. All I did was Unga and Bunga, and I was pretty good. But it feels like I'm going further down a certain path. So let's go down below just in case. Just to see where the other place would have taken us. Oh, okay, cool. The bridge. Oh no. Mind the lotus seeds. What do those do? Alleviates despair buildup. Fully. It looks like a one-time use though. A strange elixir given by the old boatman, capable of healing all wounds. My friend is the boatman. Fixed origin pills. Boosts all status effect resistance for a certain time. Used to awaken the fireflies. Okay, okay. Flying daggers.
究竟在何处？
Who are you? Oh, that's right. I remember when Stormfall played the game. She had a bigger cleavage previously. I'm trying to talk to her, but I can't talk to her.
左臂赋予，竟是羽化之兆。凡人若染羽化，皆丧失神智。你却心神未乱，真是令人惊讶。我能感应到，你的左臂充盈着羽化之力。
The power of feather. Someone talked about that.
虽不知你为何能抑制这股力量，但你的左臂却是释放力量的关键。这力量想沿着你的左臂汇流至经脉之中，可惜你还无法驾驭它。喏，这是赏你的，就看你有没有本事用了。
Full grown. Oh, she's done talking. Okay. Oh, I get 1,200 red mercuries. A mature plant nourished by red mercury. Its crystallization begins to take shape. Red mercury can be seen flowing within. Once became known that red mercury has strengthening properties, many a recipe began to spread across the land. Yet they all came with a side effect: the user would soon become irrescribable. Okay, okay. Thank you, lady. Now, I need to get to that item somehow. Hey, buddy, what's up? Oh. You left me no choice, dude. What do you want? Swift draw. When equipped with 2, you can consume Skyborn to unleash a powerful swift draw. I guess weight's not affected. They're not affected by weight, I guess. I fell to my death on that one. God damn it. We need safety rails in the Ming Dynasty, man. I need to open the window, actually. It's gonna get warm. It's a little bit warm. It's a little warm. Home. But that's so stupid. I'm pretty sure I was close to one too, but I guess while I'm here. So I need red mercury. That's crazy. So I need red mercury to activate certain nodes. Okay. Sure, that's how it is. Leveling up mechanic, a little weird, but I'm working with it. Gotta go run by these goons. That's right, follow my booty. My booty beautiful, I know it. And there goes my friend. He disappeared. The true way is through Unga and Bunga, clearly. Oh, is it this way? At some point, my madness is going to be filling up because I'm dying more than I would like. Is the pretty lady is gone too, surprisingly. Oh, execution attack. Nice. That's really cool. I felt like he was going to follow me in the next area. There you go. Souls are back. Why were you tortured? That's too bad. I found the other save point finally. Okay. In a very funny way, I think the censorship is extremely funny because at the same time that they put in patches to censor the sexuality of this game and how certain figures dying allegedly ruins the historic accuracy of a fantasy game, they also produced Down the Zone Zero and Honkai, I believe, which are very sexualized characters. Massive tits, even. Sometimes the size of heads in watermelons. But I wouldn't know, right? Choose teleport while at a shrine to teleport to any previous shrine. Repopulate the map. If a character's grayscale portrait appears, it means you have yet to complete their quest. We're at Worship's Rise right now, so there should be... There's something here then. Cool. My eyes are beautifully red. Wait, hold on. What? Where do I go from here then? Oh. Just release the ladder? Where does this go? Okay, I guess that's where it goes. What was that? Vorpal Blade? Cast spells, equip spells. Okay, unleash a blade that deals magical damage. Okay. Switch spells. What was that? Okay. I have an idea for the combos. There we go. There's a lot of people tortured here. That's not good. Budding red mercury. Oh, her hand was pinned. That's not great either. Bludgeoning attacks. How would I have known I was going to jump on here? I don't know. Okay, that hurts. That could have been dodgeable, I think. Boost, but feathering decreased. Mitigation against feathering. Okay, cool. What? Tanglong Palace Maid? Where is she? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. Okay. There you go. Nice. Oh, that was just barely. What does that mean? What did I just do? Benediction comes in 3 types: oath, wisdom, and memory. You can socket benediction into a weapon or remove them at shrines. Sure, I'm using this for now. Reduces damage taken for a time. Okay, sure. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, break these boxes as we get them. Where's the next shrine? Okay, cool. Legendary Forgotten Remembrance. What was that? Forgotten Remembrance. Use this for mana capacity nodes. At the recovery, increase the charge of your mana waste. Okay. But now that I've explored here, where am I supposed to go? Directions aren't very clear. Let's see, what am I supposed to do? Because okay. Because find that mini boss led me to here. There's no interest over here. No items over here. I guess I go this way. Okay. Okay, that was my answer. Okay, faint red feather. So I've gotten a spell, but I don't know how to activate it. Oh. There we go. How did I activate that? I don't know. Red tassel spear. Okay, from here, where do I go? Is this a pathway down? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I could have walked off that edge. Okay. Okay, that was a gun. What's the other path, though? Let's see. Oh my God! Oh, come on. Jeez, what was that? Special items? Fire damage. Is this far enough? Flickering blade. Okay. Oh God, calm down, game. Give me a minute. Hold on. Sure. WuChang？
哦哟，老子就出来淘个气的功夫，都可以泡到那个程度的样门儿哦。老子叫吴刚，是头头爷爷手底下的一把手，专注一些大买卖，就是菜园里头这些挨签到的，天天惦记到老子的宝贝。等老子跟头头爷爷说一声，就换个安全的地方去。就是菜园里头这些挨签到的，就是菜园里头这些挨签到的，天天惦记到老子的。
Sure. Alright, let's recover our potions. And then we should be good to go. But so far, it's there's a learning curve in learning like the mechanics of this. But apparently, the browser says the game is previously called Project Plague. Oh God, the game's rendering. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Man, that is my fault. Something about the frame rate just threw it off. What if we just like lower the frame rates for a bit? Who are these imperialists that we see? Somebody's knocking. Okay, come on. Come back here. I don't know what that did. Oh, okay. Okay, come on. Okay, oh my. God, the frame rates. What's up with the frame rates, buddy? God, the frame rates. What's wrong with the game right now? I'm sure my game, oh God. Hopefully dropping it to 30 would do something. See anything else? Nothing else. Okay. What does the lantern fruit do? Reduce stamina cost for a short time. Ooh. Randomly increase one of the following booms for a time. Okay. Alright, let's level up. And we'll see what the knocking door is going to be all about. So far, my invoke is pretty high. I've died 4 times already. Because like what I don't like is the idea that I have to like use a So here's what you're saying. So level it up. And then do I get it? Because it also needs me to level it up and use a red mercury node to make it permanent. That's so many extra steps. Max mastery or cost of faint red feathers too. What does that even mean? Again, like, that's so redundant. What's the point of the red? Okay, just I don't understand. Okay, let's see what happens if I just refine all of the red mercury essences that I have. Okay. So either I use 3 of it to increase my weapons mastery, or I get vitality plus. Ooh, that's a skill. Endurance is pretty important. Increase the attack speed when launching. Is that also another thing to like increase my mastery? Sure, let's do vitality and put 1 node in here. Sure. So I need 2 more nodes. What do you mean cost faint red feathers? I don't even know what that... Okay. I think my biggest like confusing bit is just the idea of like there's so many extra steps. So I need faint red feathers in order to do that. Blows up my whirlwind. Spin to win, right? I need a couple more before I get the skill. Is that a skill? Spin to win's pretty fun. Gains clash. Okay, cool. Let's see what the knocking is all about.
小碎娃跑了一个，那个小的得跟我手快，一刀砍了他的头。头都没得了，那个小的还把别人揍得绑紧。狗子嘞，那个大的到底到哪儿去了？
I guess we gotta find another child then. Fake monk? Is that what I'm wearing? Doe figurine of something, of somebody. I need the light Zen key. Healing. A health pill? What does that do? Restores a large amount of health over time for a certain duration. Okay. Wait, oh god. Health pill. Restores some HP. I need to find the key for that. Alright. Is there a motion blur by chance? Motion blur is off, but jeez, starting to get a headache for some reason. I don't know why I'm getting a headache. Okay. I want to get the clash for my win to swing, for spin to win.
就是菜园里头这家一签到的。
There we go. Plum branch. Okay. There's a lot of things that I got from that. Nice. It was a mimic. A potted monster. Aroo. Can't open that door, so the only way left is into the shrine palace. Let's use up the seeds that I got. Alleviate burns. 5 stacks of might and increase my madness. Not sure how I like that. I can't even see the gauge for the ability to use my thingy. Okay, cool. That looks like some treasure. A lost remains? What is that? Oh no, use this for mana potency nodes in the Imperitus. Oh god. The remains of a long dead avian, bones as translucent as delicate jade. Interesting, interesting. Dazzling. Okay. Let's see what else is inside the temple. Charge heavy attacks. Okay, so there might be a boss coming in soon. That's great. No food remains. It's time to lock the gates and keep the last of the meat. What are you talking about? It's time to lock the gates and keep the last of the meat from escaping. Are you talking about cattle or people? Her tears never cease. Is she afraid of the people? Is she afraid the people of worship's rise will come after her? Fear not, I keep the key close. Only over my dead body will anyone set foot in Lingxian temple. Oh, so I have to make this dead body then. Okay. Jeez Louise. What is wrong with me? Inner demon eventually will come out. Head over to WuChang to gain new products. Can be given to Qualin's mother. I like the axe play the most so far. So I found the bowl. Okay. Let's try over his dead body then. What meat is this? Makes me very suspect of what you're talking about. You look a little crazy, buddy. Man eating. Okay. There we go. That's some... Oh, fire mode. Okay, that's not good. What the f... Okay, what was that? Jeez. I'm out of healing. Okay, I still gotta do it in this one. I thought it does that. Okay, oh god. I'm in danger. What? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, halfway. Halfway, boys. Halfway for Unga and Bunga. Halfway for Unga and Bunga, guys. Halfway for Unga and Bunga. Ungan Bunga! Ungan Bunga! Ungan Bunga! Yeah! Oh my god. Echo of Moonlight. Okay. Oh, temper. Equip onto your item hotbar and use to endow your current weapon with special effects. You can insert different bone, needles, and stones needles from within the temperance menu, thereby changing what type of temper effect you gain. Use specific bone needles before activating your temperance to unlock your weapon's hidden potential. For much greater offensive. Temper effects. Okay. Use via tempering to boost your weapon's fire attack power and enables it to cause burn buildup. Sure.
真正的羽化之力，不在于获得，而在于理解。
It's about understanding it. Okay. What else did I get? Conjure a crescent-shaped spade of fire that sweeps forward, then presses again to smash down, causing burn buildup. Strike an enemy from behind opens them up for an obliteration strike. Alleviates blight buildup. Inner demons at max. Hand over the towel to gain access to a new product. Copper jug. Yo, dude.
哦哟，你了不得哦，连头陀爷爷都不是你的对手。虽说头陀爷爷对我有恩，但老子这些年给他生过那么多宝贝，也不欠他啥子。哎呀，只能说他命数不好。哼，不过这世道，哪个的命都差球不多。嘘，头陀爷爷一死，这群瓜娃子更又不到台了。
Oh yeah.
这儿不适合做生意，我准备去蜀王祠避避风头。你要是搞到些好宝贝，记得来找老子哈。
Okay, buddy. I'll meet you at Shu Temple, I guess. Equip your item bar. Let's go give some items away. But also the boatman killed me. That threw me off. Oh, successful. I think that was very successful. And here I thought I got a new weapon when I teleported.
“姑娘有武力傍身。对了，如果你打……
Let's see. Is he dead? He's probably just asleep. Sure.
“你怎么擅自出去了？我不是说过……羽化的症状并未蔓延，行动似乎也未受到影响，看不出来病症加深的痕迹。侠士这体质，甚是奇特呀。既然如此，我便不强留了。
I suppose not. Thank you.
若是要去寻别的治病之法，不妨去蜀王祠看看。
Go to the Shu
那里的
Sanctum.
祭祀或许有些偏方。
没味儿。
Alright, let's see if there's anyone else. Okay. Now that I've talked to the professor, I get to move on with the key. Real exciting, real exciting, we are good to go, good to go. for a minute there, the key was not there. Alright, let's open up the door. What's this way? Hey, buddy. Was I supposed to kill that guy? Maybe I was supposed to kill him. I don't know. He had a health bar. Oh, that's the bridge everybody was talking about being broken. Narrow stretch. Reach.
哦，女侠好生疏，到跟前了我都没发现。看女侠这个打扮，不是我们镇上的哇。我叫年岁长，喊我年大侠就行。小爷吃百家饭长大的，这儿附近我熟得很。有啥子不懂的，尽管问小爷。
News from nearby.
那边的屋头躲到一个脑壳带罐子的娃娃，前2天还有禅院的和尚来找他。小爷早看他们不对劲，直接把他们撵起走了。哪儿有和尚到处抢东西来杀人的嘛？要不是看到乡亲们的面子上，一把火给他们烧了算球。哎，对了，那个禅院后头的汇流滩，不晓得为啥子起了火，确实被烧了个精光。 现在过不去了。女侠要去汇流滩，怕是要另外找条路了。哎，对了，女侠咋个要来这儿呢？怕不是听到蜀王祠的传闻了。蜀王祠的祭祀医术凶得很，楼上还藏了好多稀奇的宝贝。小爷对那些倒是没得啥子兴趣的，就是想寻点药救我兄弟。 他被镇上的吃人妖咬了一口，就一病不起了。
Oh, you might be the brother of the guy.
小爷话都没说完，就给老子轰了出来，一个二个的，牛气得很。天到黑就守到这儿，不许任何人靠近。哎，女侠，我给你说了蜀王祠的传闻，你等会儿上去帮我搞点丹药，咋样？以女侠的身手，这点儿事应该得行噻。 仗义，我跟我兄弟记女侠的恩。对了，女侠，这个给你。要是打不过，就搞下这个。你只要吹响它，我就上来帮你。
Okay, the bone whistle was given to you by Nian WuChang. Having completed certain quests, you can blow whistles while up against certain key enemies to call someone to your aid. Certain quests.
要是打不过，就搞下这个。你知道。
Hey, buddy. the kid's okay. Do I go up? Come on. Let's see. Oh, hey, bird. Does that mean I'm going to find the pretty lady? What happened here? Oh god. I died by fire. Cool. Okay. So clearly I can't go through there yet because of fire. There was warning signs, and unless I find myself to be immune to fire, or I can access that at a later time, fire tells me to go the other direction. That's what it's telling me. Bamboo shoots. What does the bamboo shoots do? Hand over to Panda in exchange for product. Okay, so we're gonna find a panda at some point. So let's see how far I can go with this area. Pick up my soul, and then go from there. Crimson lantern fruit. That's interesting. What's over here?
世上因果，万法皆空。昨天天明，技巧不同，究竟秘法，鱼儿登仙，本忙半载，不胜噩梦。哎呀，莫吃我！我只是个老头儿，身上没得几两肉的。哎呀，原来是个小娃儿，吓老子一跳！哟喂，小娃儿，你这是染病了，怕是活不成喽！我嘛。我就是个跑江湖的老头儿，给别个摆点玄龙门阵，混口饭吃。我讲的都是别个的故事，至于我叫啥子名字，从哪儿来，哎呀，都是琐事，琐事。哎，小娃儿，你有钱没得？临死前要不要听老头儿摆点玄龙门阵呢？走黄泉大道，奈何桥头，也能有点趣头噻。话说，当年那个佛缘阵，欲知后事如何？哎
You barely
给点
told
儿
me anything.
银钱打赏噻。哎，算了，今天遇到你也算个缘分。看你长得咪乖的，给你指条发财路，如何啊？看到那个胖圆的东西没得？莫看他长得像个憨憨，身上可以卡的油水多得很呐。你赶快去看一下，要是搞到点宝贝噻。好了，该说的我都说了，你搞到油水了，就赶紧离开这个是非之地，从何处来，回何处去嘛。
So, what is he talking about? Hey, buddy. That's a talking panda. That's a panda with clothes. Reducing damage taken for a time. Okay. Okay.
世间万物因果不空，求佛问道，诸法无我。因果是律，绝无逆改。何处归途？进入梦来。
Gotta look for that bamboo shoot then. What does a raven pill do? Small amount of HP, that's good. Stimulate your avian blood. We'll try that out later. That was nice. Let's see what is up here. Oh, okay. Flying daggers, more daggers. What if I run back and it'll would it respawn? Or do I have to like exit? I'd have to like enter the dream to respawn that little bugger. Oh, where's the kid? Huh. Is there a shrine up there? Maybe? Hopefully. Blessed by the primordial deity, the high priest has procured healing elixirs. His elder brother will distribute them, one for each soul. Let no discord arise in these trying times.
你是来找祭司大人的，还是走马？祭司大人病了，哪个都救不到了。看到外头那些人没得，都是来治病的，现在全变成妖怪了。多亏了前头的官兵老爷，要不是他在那儿守到。
What officer?
早都没命了。他还给我们说， 莫靠近蜀王祠。结果他为了保护我们，个人却遭中了。唉，世道乱成这个样子，也只有朝廷还记得我们了。只是官兵老爷染了病，已经神志不清了。你非要去蜀王祠的话，还是绕路嘛。这个药你拿到路上吃。是祭司大人给的，说是能缓解羽化病，不晓得有没得用。
Of course, thank you so much.
不过能活一天是一天嘛。
This feels like a valuable resource. Oh god. Oh god. Well, I got what I wanted. That guard is possessed. Now I gotta go all the way down there again? Jeez. Where's everybody? Huh, where's everybody? Did he just not spawn yet? Interesting. Just didn't spawn for whatever reason. Maybe there's no enemies nearby, then it'll spawn for me. That guy's missing. Is the panda still there? I want to get a third bamboo shoot, but the bamboo that would have been here is not spawning, and I don't know why. Do I have to like rest, or like what's the deal? Oh, that's where it is. Oh god. Oh! I was in a corner! I was locked in a corner. God. Damn it. What's up with the frame rates? Dear God. The mechanics a little bit janky. Are they just not loading in? Yeah, they didn't load in for some reason. So why isn't my bamboo dude? Took forever for that guy to pop out. But I can only activate it after enough, like, thing? That's rough. But, sure. Reduce stamina cost for an extended time. Sure, what happens here? Madness. Okay. So I took care of my madness. I fought my inner demon. Okay. So finally it's gone down. Cool. Oh god. Duck! That guy. Again, why is it's some? I feel like the solution would be a new RAM card, 64 for the insurance policy, but I don't know. But I think this would be a good stopping point because we've been streaming for a long time. So before we leave, we're gonna go ahead and also like go through some of the reviews of this game from Steam. I'm gonna check out the Steam reviews from this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end the gameplay for now. And we're going to look at some of the reviews just because I want to figure out what's going on. Because from its release until now, it's dropped in terms of like, it's increased in updates to fix things that seems trivial, if that makes sense. It's really weird. But I wanted to go through the reviews before we end the stream. So we're done playing the game for today. We've been streaming for over like 3 hours. But let me quickly get to a good place to then look at the review. Alright. Okay, so we have because for some reason it's on mixed reviews since July 23rd. It was the Western audience loved Booba. But let's go ahead and see what's going on though. Which is really weird. Is there a way to translate this? Can I translate? If you dare do it, you can take responsibility for it. It's fine if you don't. Wait, what? Are they okay? So let's see. In the past 7 days, they don't recommend it. There's a lot of non-recommended. That's the thing. Okay, in the past, these are just extremely recent. Nice difficulty, great music, fun battles. These were not the reviews that I. Okay, so there's a lot of. So, what's this? Just do this. How do I start the video? Okay, so. So I have just played this game for over 3 hours. And in my personal opinion, it's a fun Souls-like game. The mechanics with madness is really interesting. I just had my first encounter with my madness, and there's been conversations to where fighting your madness as it is like real can be really stressful because it's fighting you at its strongest. Because so like the NPC that you're going to be fighting, that is your madness, is going to be fighting you allegedly at its strongest, which is what your level is. So whenever you die enough times, that demon, that inner demon that fights you, is going to be fighting you at the level that you're at. So depending on where you're at, it may come to a point to where you fight that inner demon, and then you'll never get your red mercury back. But let's see. I will say, the last time I checked, before I started the stream, this was the most recent, what is it? The most recent review. But since 1.5, there's been a lot of things going on. I've glossed over it before I played the game. But allegedly what's been going on is like, it's been a whole thing of censorship. Recently I read that there was an update making the enemy bosses, select enemy bosses become extremely exhausted versus being killed. And the rationale for them was, because these are people from historical China, it wouldn't make sense for these people to die, these key figures from the Ming Dynasty to die in a fictional game. So, to preserve historical accuracy, they become extremely exhausted instead of dying in a fictional game. So, it's really strange. One of the greatest 1.5 patch. This is the most helpful review in the past 7 days. It's been getting a lot of bad reviews since 1.5. Improving game performance is welcome, but there must be a first time I heard of story plot changing post-release. As far as I'm aware, plot change made the story completely different and even made some characters' movement motivations pointless. So my understanding is I've not gone far into the lore, but apparently down the line, character deaths have an impact on how the story is told. But for them to not die makes continuity not make sense. They don't repair the continuity of certain characters not dying during the story. So that's weird, right? But let's see this one. Again, this is just a rough translation from just Google alone. If you dare do it, you can take responsibility for it. It's fine if you don't want to take responsibility, but you can't get away with these kind of scribblings. Before 1.5, it was a good story with a clear theme, though the details were lacking. After 1.5 patch, it became incomprehensible. If you need to change it completely, not just a few details, especially those that affect the entire story. So like I said, I've read that some character deaths, some enemy deaths affects the story going forward, and the 1.5 patch, because of the Chinese government allegedly, or from a lot of bad reviews from China, they've patched in some people to still be alive, even though those character deaths initially affected the story. Now we're in a weird timeline to where the story is not fixed because of these distinct character changes. I'm really disappointed. I thought the team had their own story to tell, but they just listen to the rumors and don't believe in their own opinions, especially when it comes to content related to the main theme of the story. How can they change so abruptly? They changed it arbitrarily because of backlash. They're so afraid of backlash. And I think in China, my understanding is in China, there's a lot of things. They're currently, like, they're still very new in the gaming industry in terms of accepting that some things can sound outlandish in a fantasy setting. You're not telling me that all these things in China actually happened that reflect this rendition. So you're telling me that the events of Black Myth Wukong actually happened, and you kept the game as it was to preserve its historical accuracy. No, that doesn't make sense. The Journey to the West is a folktale with a certain point to it, a certain story to it, and then now we have this whole thing when WuChang Fallen Feathers is set in the Ming Dynasty and is meant to be a creative fantasy where fictional parts are supposed to stay fictional. You're not going to tell me that there's actual zombies or actual people with plague that acted in these particular fashions, or you're not telling me that the feathering during the Ming Dynasty was real. That's really disappointing, to where they were so scared of backlash in that fashion. Added censorship and changed story bits that doesn't make any sense to comfort. It's not, I wouldn't say it's Chinese nationalism. My understanding still is based on the fact that they didn't want certain characters in the game to die to make sense with Chinese historical accuracy, when again, nothing about the fantasy aspects actually are real unless they're hiding it, like Area 51. Censorship, like if the censorship is like hiding less booba, because the girl in the red garbs earlier had massive boobs, and post patch the boob reduction was reduced, but she's still relatively attractive. These characters are still attractive, but the amount of attraction has changed when it doesn't make sense when they produced Zenless Zone Zero or Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rail, I think, or Genshin Impact. There is some certain sexual things in other games from China that don't make sense being censored here. Let's see. Love the game. Game definitely had its flaws, but very enjoyable. Story's good. Dev single-handedly butchered the whole theme of the story by changing plot lines and catered to. But again, like the fact that you're an English speaker tells me. I understand this. This is a personal bias. You're calling it idiotic nationalism, but I wonder if you, but would not recommend until devs fix this or give popularity. What up? That's not bad. Wife had to use the restroom, so wanted to check up on her. That's all. But again, it's really weird to where I understand that the opinions of America and most Western countries have a particular bias because they don't live in the objective state of things in Eastern countries. So the fact that it's kind of like the idea of Japan is a great place to visit, but living there can be a challenge, especially when there's a certain work culture to where it's normal to spend 50, 60 hours at a workplace and don't get compensated for working more than 40. There's certain cultures in Eastern countries that the West does not understand or live by. So for them to change plot lines and cater to historical accuracy, for them, they feel it's correct, even though people feel like, hey, they were trying to tell a story and they were bullied into changing it for historical accuracy. Doesn't make sense for the Western audience. But let's try to look at a couple more. Censorship after the game has already been out for weeks, but censorship is fine because if you're trying to cover up, like, if you don't want exaggerated proportions, then sure. Realistic body proportions are also attractive too, but it's really weird. People's perspectives are really weird. I wonder if the censorship on certain aspects of the female body changed based on Eastern preferences versus global preference. And okay, that's the biggest point. You make everyone sitting through almost 10 seconds of full screens of text saying the story is all fictional. Why even need to make a change like this? So everything here is like they change things for historical accuracy. Even though they say the story is all fictional, why even need to make the change like this? Are we making games for illiterate individuals, or this? That's weird thing. So, characters alive. And people, and for this poster to complain about the changes also means he loved the game for how it was prior to the 1.5 patch. And it's crazy to where what he enjoyed is then mixed up in a weird soup. You know, I don't agree with this in a way because it took me like 15 tries for that Raider alone. We can't let developers get away with changing stories post-launch like this. It's really sad, as this is a genuinely fun game, but the censorship of the story, just because some nationalists, you know, the more that people were talking about nationalists, let's see. Okay, according to Game Raiders, okay, let's see. Yeah, so with a grain of salt, wait. Originally, it said Game Raiders, but while on paper, 1.5 mostly improves the game, cleans up bugs, and improves combat gameplay. It also makes massive changes to the historical NPCs. Enemies NPCs. You can no longer kill them, and some previously hostile foes are outright pacified in a move that many claim reeks of nationalist inferences. Yeah, so I can see what they're talking about. There's a lot of people saying nationalists. A small collection of nationalists were complaining to the devs, and they took it as like, oh, what if this blows up? Then we're really going to get in trouble as a company. But it sucks though, because like that's the ultimate message that people are receiving in the West, to where don't buy it, don't support censorship. But also the West has also ruined the Game Awards 2024, where in my personal opinion, I still believe to this day, on my soapbox, that Astrobot did not deserve Game of the Year for its console exclusivity, when there's many other games that have been more accessible to people, and you're telling me I didn't turn you on. Who turned you on? But it's crazy because like it's a situation where it's really weird. Like, who were these censorships for? Pre-order victim, genuine victim. Okay, well, okay, what does this translation mean? Okay. Game is okay, but new update adds game-breaking censorship as requested by the Chinese government. Not enough booba. That was the censorship people were so worried about, of sexualizing women, of making them a thing, of like it's weird. It's weird to where like they're trying to defend the prostitution, or like try to defend like there's aspects of what is the term, the objectification of women. How is that any different to how like men are portrayed in advertisements, in novelizations, in like media? Is that any different? It's like, why is the objectification of men appropriate, but it's inappropriate when women are also done to a similar degree? I don't know. I don't know. It's me. That's just my opinion about it. I think that what is it? WuChang Fallen Feathers is a fun game. I plan on playing more of it. However, I also don't support the censorship that they were forced to do. But I'll keep playing the game. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.